Sorry I'm late. I had a breakfast meeting with Sonny.
How was his royal mood?
Better than usual lately. Any particular reason you're asking?
Actually, yes. Kristina has a new therapist. Wants the parents to start getting involved in the sessions, which means that they're going to talk about things like what Sonny and I did, what we didn't do, what we ignored that allowed our daughter to get into an abusive relationship.
Sidebar. John Zakara has set off a firestorm in Sonny when he accused Sonny of being physically abusive to Claudia. So if there are going to be any accusations made in these therapy sessions, it might be best for Kristina if you just left Sonny out of it altogether.
I just had a conversation with John Zakara.
Why is Johnny going out of his way to have a conversation with you?
I called the meeting.
Oh.
I wanted to get Johnny's version of what happened when you and your men rousted him on the street.
And let me guess what he told you. We chased him for 10 blocks, right? We cornered him into an alley, and then Max took out his brass knuckles.
Is that what happened?
What does it matter what I say?
I don't have anything else to go on.
Okay.
Johnny clammed up, basically told me he doesn't trust the justice system anymore. I mean, I really have to admire how single-minded the guy is.
You know what? I don't want to hear about your admiration for Johnny Sakara because he's a lying bastard. You get it? And if this arrangement is going to work between us, you have to be honest with me.
About what?
Do you believe what Johnny said on the stand? Do you think that I'm abusive, physically abusive, to women?
On the subject, how are Kristina's therapy sessions going?
Well, Lainey handled the preliminary sessions, and those went fine, but then she recommended a specialist with Dr. Spaulding. Problem is she keeps blaming herself for everything, so it's going to be a very slow process.
Well, look, I understand the urge to want to absolve Kristina for responsibility for anything that happened to her, but in my non-professional and unsolicited opinion, Kristina has to come to grips with what she did wrong.
We both know why she lied. She lied because she was terrified that her father would handle Kiefer the same way he handles everything, with violence, and I certainly don't condone what she did. Look, I want my daughter to get better, and according to the therapist, that healing process needs to involve Sonny, and now you're telling me that I should keep him away from her?
No. I'm just saying that the issue of abuse is a trigger for Sonny right now. When John Zakara testified in open court that Sonny had physically abused Claudia, Sonny lost it. I've never seen him get so angry, and believe me, I've seen a lot of things. In fact, in that moment, Sonny became the definition of abusive. He was entitled, he was hostile, he was physically threatening, he demanded the right to continue to call Claudia every degrading name in the book. And Kristina witnessed the whole thing. So I'm sure that this has colored her view about how her father treats women. It's just a powder keg, honey. I'm just saying, tread carefully.
No. We're all sick and tired of having to tread around Sonny's emotional needs. This is about Kristina. It needs to be, and we need to be her parents. We're grown-ups, and if the therapist thinks that it's important for Sonny to be there, I'm going to get him there. I hate my life.
Why does it matter what I think about you?
You started this. Going on a fishing expedition with Johnny, inciting him to make me go off in the courtroom, to make me look like a violent thug in front of the jury.
You obliged.
You knew I would. Either you believed I was an abuser, and the truth would set me off, or you got instincts out of this world.
You're a scary mobster, Sonny. It's easy to believe you're capable of anything.
Not that. I never hit a woman, even Claudia. I don't care what her punk-ass brother says. He's going around telling everybody that Claudia was the victim. She is nothing like a victim. What she is she's someone who victimizes. And if you want proof, all you gotta do is look at my son, Michael. She got him shot and put into a coma. And then we got married. And she forgot to tell me that vital information. And that's just the big things. You want me to tell you what else she did? She slept with my brother.
You really hated your wife.
She was a hateful woman.
Couldn't be easy being a girl growing up Zakara.
Okay,
right?
see, here we go again. Now you're making me think that you believe, Johnny and all his, poor Claudia versus big bag Sonny. It's all lies, and it's the kind of lie that will damage my little girl. It's what you and Johnny set in motion in that courtroom. Now, I need to know that everybody around me is with me. Friend or foe. I need an answer. Do you believe I ever hit a woman?
I'm reserving judgment. But I'll say this much. I prefer to believe you're innocent.
So Kristina has reached a point in her therapy where the doctor wants the parents to come in.
Okay, sure. I mean, whenever you want, I'll do anything to help Kristina.
Okay, he thinks it's best if we meet separately, mother-daughter, father-daughter. That way the focus stays on Kristina and away from any tensions that might exist between the two of us.
I'm good with that.
Okay. So I think it's important that we are just really as honest and open as possible.
What do you think? You think I wouldn't be?
We have to figure out why our daughter settled so easily into a relationship with a boy that hit her. Already fully formed in the classic pattern of an abuse victim. Issues are going to come up about both of our personal lives, and it may be uncomfortable, but we need to just, get through it and address this because it's going to help Kristina, and that's really the overriding concern.
What is it that you're trying to say?
Things are going to come up. Things are going to be said about you that you don't like. And I'm hoping that you will just receive it, process it, don't react. I don't want you to scare Kristina by losing your temper.
Anything?
Not so far.
Where are you looking?
Public records, newspaper archives. There's not a single mention of a domestic violence complaint against Uncle Sonny.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean he's innocent. The woman could have been too intimidated to turn him in. Or maybe they named someone else instead.
Why are you so convinced your dad's an abuser?
You haven't seen him the way I have. When a guy flips that far out, the next thing he does is hit. I know, I've been through it.
Well, I've really done all I can here. But there is one person who can probably give you the answers you're looking for, if you're sure you really want them.